Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nuraisyah Syafiqah binti Abdullah and my supervisor is Madam Nuraisyah Sharif. The topic for my research proposal is social media preference amongst UiTM students to obtain information using fuzzy AHP method. AHP is stand for Analytic Hierarchy Process. For problem statements, nowadays all information usually published through social media. Therefore, the university needs to know the preferred social media by students to obtain the information. Thus, to ensure the information reach the students, the information must be posted through a platform that is preferred by students. Some platforms are unable to effectively deliver information to others. For instance, some applications need storage data and require high storage space to install the application. However, the information may still be more easily accessed by students through the platform. However, the information may still be more easily accessed by students through the social media. This is because the information that student needs can often be reached at the end of one fingertip. Yet, to identify the platform preferred by university students, this study will be conducted using the fuzzy AHP method. The main objective for this study is to determine the preferred social media among university students to obtain information by using fuzzy AHP method. The other specific objective for this study are to study better platforms for delivering information to students' university and to identify the general criteria for choosing social media for communication between university and students. Next is the scope and limitation for this study. The purpose of this study is to examine the platform university students prefer to use to obtain the information by university. Therefore, this study will choose 3 campuses of UiTM which are the main campus of UiTM is UiTM Shah Alam and 2 other campuses that have long been operation which is UiTM Arau and UiTM Machang. The criteria that will be evaluated in this research are functionality, purpose and the target audience that will be considered on the platforms of WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram and the Facebook. After that, the significance of the study. This study will help facilitate of the university management to identify the most suitable platform to deliver information. Furthermore, it will also have a positive impact on the university as will be able to convey important information quickly to the students. This is because university students are always surfing on the social media. In addition, the management of social media platforms also can improve the shortcomings found in the platforms. This study will also help facilitate the university to distribute information to each student in the future. Literature review in the preference social media. First article is by Izuma in 2013, which is she makes a research in the preference social media by using the sampling method. The second article, which is But in 2020, which is websites visited by university students by using the simple random sampling method. The third article is to identify the issues faced by university students when using the social media by using sampling technique, which is article by Hussein in 2012. And beside that, the article is to comprehend how message source the characteristics influence the quality of the information used to analyze study place, which is article by Xu and Banker in 2006. And the last article in the literature review to the preference social media, which is the article is to determine how often students choose to use the social media platforms as information literacy in career choice, which is the article from Zamroni and others in 2019. The next is literature review about the applications of the fuzzy AHP method, which is the first article is a research by Saifullah in 2019 was using fuzzy AHP to see the tourism trend ranking based on the social media. However, the research by Paul and Gosh in 2022 also used the fuzzy AHP method, but they also use the geographic information systems to identify the best new dumping sites for the Kolkata metropolitan area, which is to make a decision. The third article, which is research that proposed fuzzy AHP Z number model and fuzzy multi-attributive border approximation area comparison fuzzy MABAC. The article is by Bobar and others in 2020, which is aims to establish the general criteria of selecting social media to interact between government agencies and the target community. That means this article is to find the best social media, which is to communicate between the government agencies and the target community. After that, the next research is also applying the fuzzy AHP method in the research, which is by Channa and others in 2021, which is to contrast the two most popular massive open online courses forums, which is they need to make a decision between two choices. After that, by applying the fuzzy AHP methods help solve process in decision making according to Putra and others in 2018 was do a research to choose and measure the effectiveness of gemstones to be traded. The next is methodology part, which is in fuzzy AHP method there are 9 steps of this, which is step 1 is the goal of the study is to identify preference of the social media. The criteria, alternative, and decision makers will be determined in these steps. The second step is the hierarchical structure, which is in this step we will make a figure that have a goal, criteria, and the alternative of this study. The third step is pairwise comparison matrix that obtains the data from the decision makers. Step 4 is to check the consistency of the evaluation examined to ensure the expert's consistent judgment using the formula. Step 5 is to aggregate the fuzzy number for the criteria that has been established in this research by using the formula of 3.3 in the report. And step 6 is updating the pairwise comparisons of the metric for the criteria that we use in this research. Step 7 is to calculate the weight and vector calculations. There are 4 steps to calculate the weights and vector calculations, which is step 1, calculation of the geometrics of fuzzy comparison value. Step 2 is calculating the fuzzy weight. Step 3 is calculations of inverse of vector summations. And the last step is a range of increasing order. In the step 8, we will calculate the defuzzification and normalizations by using the formula, which is the equation of 3.7 and 3.8 in the report. The last step, which is step 9, is to ranking of the preferred social media platforms among students in the ascending order based on the results that are calculated. That's all from me. Thank you.